ass, who fire, who trash. Hey,
There's a lot going down. You got somebody up in the blicky on somebody.
Squadkast TV, man. Hit that like, subscribe, all that good shit, man.
Yo. All right, we here. Squadkast TV in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Let's make. Come on now. We here. When I say we, I'm talking about me. My brother Springz is not here, but you know what I'm saying? As long as I'm here, then that means that we, you know what I'm saying? He's still doing his state wrestling tournament thing. You know what I'm saying? He got some kids that qualify for state. So we definitely gonna show love to Springz. You know what I'm saying? Let's show some love to Springz. Let's show some love to Springz, y'all. Doing his thing with the wrestling. Let's show some love. All right. So with that being said, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know who I am, the conscious one, the modest one, the corporate one, but never compromise. You already know what's going on. Squadkast TV. All right. I see my bro AJ is in the building. Salute to the Big Mob Mafia. You know what I'm saying? We definitely here. Salute to Ohio is definitely in the building. All right. A lot to talk about. Y'all see the title. You know what I'm saying? The Kotd. This is World Domination Weekend. Day one was yesterday, so we're about to come through with the official recap. Salute to Battle Rap Visuals. Battle Rap Visuals in the building. Salute to bro. Make sure y'all follow Battle Rap Visuals on Twitter. All right, that man is diabolical. He shares everything battle rap related. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's important to the culture, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely gonna make sure it's out there to the people. All right. Make sure y'all follow Battle Rap Visuals. All right. With that being said, roll to 3,500 subscribers on the way. I know we SK2K right now. Salute to hitting that milestone, but we're trying to go above and beyond that right now. Salute to BA, get your bars up media. Hey, dope recap last night. And I appreciate y'all getting into the other stuff too. You know what I'm saying? As far as the food and the health and what's going on in the world, stuff like that. That was much needed dialogue. Salute to y'all for real. Make sure y'all run them numbers up at Get Your Bars Up Media. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Definitely doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all the subscribers that we do have. Once again, on the road to 3,500 SK2K right now. Make sure you become a member. We see the green. We know you're on the team. We definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all, okay? Share the stream, share the broadcast, hit the like button, all that. We could be seen every country. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got the internet, we could be seen from Sierra Leone to Ukraine, okay, from Japan to Spain, okay? You know what I'm saying? Salute to Springz. I had to go ahead and get that out, pause if needed, you know what I'm saying? So I can go ahead and get the show rolling. Last but not least, last two more shout outs, and we're gonna get there. Two more shout outs, and we're gonna get there. Salute to the Big Mob Mafia. Salute to Will, the creator of the URL app. We definitely appreciate that, brother. App gang in the building for life. Salute to Kenny Lewis. Salute to K-Town. Salute to Double V over at IAS Music. Please make sure y'all run them numbers up over there. Salute to Crown Vic, Victorious Life Network. Please make sure y'all run them numbers up over there. All right. Salute to salute to Bryce, Iowa Block Radio. Make sure y'all run them numbers up over there. All right. Support those who support you. All right. That's our shit. That's been our shit from day one. We still gonna scream that until, you know what I'm saying, we can't no more. That's a fact. You feel me? With that being said, salute to all the heavyweights that do rock with us. We definitely appreciate y'all. Some of y'all that actually gave us a shout out. Some of y'all have actually subscribed to the channel. Some of y'all have actually, a lot of y'all actually use our content. Some of y'all actually divulge where the content came from. Some of y'all didn't, but we appreciate it. We know where the content came from anyway. Salute to that. Salute to Piper Boy. Salute to Caps. Salute to Danny Luck. Salute to DNA Tooth. Salute to Harlem Legend TV. Salute to Married to the Bars. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all the battle rappers that ever gave us interviews. Salute to Norbs. Salute to everybody that rocks with the channel and you know what I'm saying, show love in the chat and all that. We definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all. Salute to everybody that give donations and super chats. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. All right. Don't ever think that we don't appreciate nothing y'all do. All right. Don't ever think that. All right. So with that being said, it's a lot to talk about, huh? It's a lot to talk about. King of the Dot, World Domination, Day 1 recap. All right. It was a lot to talk about. We're gonna start in order of how I saw the battles, okay? Because that's all I can do. I can only recap what I saw. I like to say that I saw the whole event. Okay, I like to say that I saw the whole event. So keep me honest. All right. First battle was Thesaurus versus Apex. Thesaurus versus Apex. Now, I'm not sure what the time limits were. I don't know what the agreed time limits were for each battle. But I'm saying this for a reason, and we're gonna get there. All right. Apex goes, and mind you, Apex battles over at iBattle. All right. Thesaurus he battles everywhere. He you know, URL, King of the Dot, Grind Time. Thesaurus has been everywhere. Okay. So the Thesaurus is a vet, lightweight legend to some people's eyes, and some people's eyes might even be Mount Rushmore. All right. So we're just gonna keep it right there. But Apex goes, he has a solid first round. He has a pretty good first round. Mind you, this is my first time really tuning in to the bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really familiar with his work. I thought that his first round, I thought like it wasn't really like bar heavy. You know what I'm saying? I thought that Danksta in the building, I thought that it wasn't like as layered. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to say like backpack rap or nothing like that, but I'm just gonna say like it wasn't like what I thought it was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I just say that, and I really shouldn't be saying that. You know what I'm saying? Because I shouldn't have any expectations on him because it's my first time watching them. But I'm just thinking like, okay, Apex, all right, iBattle, they got some hitters over there. You know what I'm saying? The pen got to be pretty good. And the first round just wasn't there for me. Respectfully, it just wasn't there for me. Thesaurus goes, typical Thesaurus, you know what I'm saying? He goes and he I ain't gonna lie, he wilds, you know what I'm saying, Apex up in the first round. You know what I'm saying? Like he can't be up here with no ashy lips. That's a fact. But he has Thesaurus has a good first round. Thesaurus has a good first round, you know what I'm saying? And I just felt like Apex left the door open, as my bro Springz would like to say. He didn't dunk the ball, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't like put it out of reach where Thesaurus really had to go like really crazy to win that round. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. Now, after that is a little different. Now, I will say that Apex second round was way better than his first round. Way better. I thought his second round, Apex second round, was his best round out of the whole night. To be honest with you, it was better than Thesaurus' second round. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like Thesaurus kind of ran out of gas a little bit in the second round. I don't want to say that because his second round was kind of long. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So, but it just wasn't resonating. It was just like it wasn't enough firepower where Apex was just kind of like bombing on him. Like it was. I was like, okay, Apex, way to bounce back. I have it 1-1 going into the third. The third round, I felt like Apex did well again. I felt like Thesaurus. This is where I felt like Thesaurus kind of dropped the ball in the third. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he could have clearly closed the door, you know what I'm saying, on Apex, to where it wouldn't even be debatable. But he didn't do that. Me personally, I had Apex winning this battle 2-1. And one thing about King of the Dot, or at least for this event, the camera person, I don't want to say cameraman because it could have been a woman. The camera person was going to the crowd, asking the people who they felt won the battle. A lot of people had Apex winning 2-1, but there was some that said Thesaurus won. So it wasn't enough to where it's like debatable. But if someone is going to say that, okay, that's cool. But I got Apex 2-1 in a good battle. Way to set the tone for the night. Opening battle, pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let's go. We here. All right. The event started. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Los in the building, Alabama in the building. What's good? Just to let the people know, once again, Springz is doing his coaching thing. He's impacting the youth's life. You know what I'm saying? He's got some kids wrestling in his state. That is a beautiful thing. And matter of fact, me and him talked a little bit before the show even started, and he was showing me the you know what I'm saying, the atmosphere that he was in, all the kids, the big arena and all that. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was dope. Salute to Springz. That's a fact. Next battle was Bizzo Bond, who's from Premier Battle League out in the UK, versus Dunce. All right. And I think Dunce raps on iBattle too, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it was Dunce that raps on iBattle and not Apex. I can't remember it all. Okay. As far as that. But I will say this. First time watching Bizzo Bond. Salute the Premier Battle League over in the UK. Salute to our UK brubs. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. So this is my first time watching Bizzo Bond. It's my first time watching Dunce. When I say Dunce, DUNSH, Dunce. You know what I'm saying? So just so we can get the enunciation correct. So this is my first time watching both these brothers. You know what I'm saying? And I will say that Bizzo Bond is actually better than what I thought. My only critique for Bizzo Bond is pick up your energy and let's not have these super long setups because you got exposed. You got exposed. That is a fact. We're not going to act like it didn't happen. Now, I gave Bizzo Bond the first round because I thought that Dunce first round was cool. I felt like it was light. It was beatable. You know what I'm saying? Hey, BA, that's a fact. Dunce 2-1, second and third. Exactly. That's exactly how I called it. I thought Bizzo Bond first round was good. I thought because Dunce left the door open. He didn't dunk the ball. Bizzo Bond came in, pause if needed, and you know what I'm saying? He took that round. But after Dunce exposed how he has these super long setups and he started mimicking and imitating how he rapped in his second and third and shit like that, oh, it was over. Now it was like Bizzo Bond had lost the crowd. Like they knew what, okay, this is what's going on. And the minute they peeped that, it was over with. Chris, what's good? The minute the crowd observed that after he had brought it to the light, it was a totally different story. That is a fact. That is a fact. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was very strategic, well calculated, well planned. This is battle rap, okay? The object is to actually win and have a great performance while you're doing it, okay? That is a fact. And I thought that this strategy was well calculated. It took the air, it just took the whole fire that Bizzo Bond had that in that first round because Dunce started the battle off. He rapped first. So Bizzo Bond was like, okay, but then once he got to that second round and then that third round, lights out. Lights out. It was over. It was nothing Bizzo Bond could do. It was nothing that he could say because unfortunately, he still had the rap. And unfortunately, he was still rapping the same way that he just got exposed for rapping. Like it wasn't like he could switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Like these is written, these is rehearsed. This is his material. This is what he's going into the battle with. You can't switch that up. Like you can try to freestyle, but why would you do that? You could risk getting the footage all messed up and you choking and all type of wild shit because now you scared to go with your material because you was exposed. But now you can result into freestyling and you got to freestyle a whole round and make sure you have solid material and be able to captivate the attention of the crowd and people at home that's gonna be watching this on pay-per-view and then on YouTube when they drop this. No, we're not having that. We're not having that. Dunce 2-1. Salute to him. First time watching the bruv. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Bizzo Bond. First time watching the bruv. You know what I'm saying? I think they both got potential to be pretty good in their respective leagues and beyond. You know what I'm saying? So oh my God. Fire. BA, fire. I ain't gonna do fire. That's why it's important, man, that y'all watch these battles and y'all watch these streams, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Tay. I got Tay in the building last night. He was able to watch the battles in a lot. You know what I'm saying? In a lot at his leisure. You feel me? And salute to anybody else that was in the building. Just remember when trouble. Okay, Chris is doing Chris things. So right now I got Apex 2-1. I got Duns 2-1. All right. 2 dope battles, you know what I'm saying? And that's where I am with that. All right. Third battle, Ill Will and Real Sick. Boy. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Y'all need to leave Real Sick alone. Leave Real Sick alone. He is not playing with y'all. He is not playing with y'all. Yo. First round, I had I think I might have edged it to Ill Will. Might have. And then I'm gonna have to go back to rewatch it just to be sure if I even felt like he even deserved it. But just off of first watch and memory of last night, I think I might have edged Ill Will in the first round. But that second and third, Real Sick talked to that man's soul. He talked to him about how he be reaching in bars, turning real and will and ill. Like he was bombing on him. He had the multis. Like one thing I will say about Real Sick is that he's like a chameleon. He's able to adapt to whatever the setting is, whatever the atmosphere is. Okay, he got bars for URL, and then he got bars for King of the Dot. You know what I'm saying? He got bars that's going to land and work in URL, and then he got bars and schemes and punches and shit that's going to land in King of the Dot. Because let's keep it $1. They're 2 different audiences. Same culture, but 2 different audiences. Man, he talked about Will's career, Beasley, Smack. He talked about Pontiac. Real Sick is very dangerous because not only does he have the schemes and the penmanship and the punches and the presence and the delivery, right? But then it's just like he has the real talk. And he can real talk your life away and make you look minuscule up there. All right. Matter of fact, no. I take that back. Ill Will got 30. Ill Will got 30. You want to know why Ill Will got 30? Because it was clear he didn't win the second and the third round. And there's no way Ill Will could have won the first round because he lightweight choked and stumbled. There's no way Ill Will won the first round because he lightweight choked and stumbled. Because he got to a point where he got to a bar and he repeated it, nothing. And then you know we've been around long enough to know when he say, all right, shit, fuck. And then they start rapping, that means that they either freestyling or they getting into something else that they had just in case. And that's what it was. We got to take the points. Because at the end of the day, Real Sick was fire in his first round. And Ill Will was actually doing pretty good too up until that moment. That is a fact. So me personally, I'm one who, you know what I'm saying, looks at cleanliness. You know what I'm saying? I actually weigh that in when I'm going through my deliberations and picking winners and stuff like that. Real Sick was clean. You know what I'm saying? And BA, I'm not mad at you. I don't Ill Will might have got the third. I don't think he got the, in my opinion. I don't think he did enough. He did good. I just don't think he did enough. But in that first round, you choked. You had the lightweight choke, stumble, whatever you want to call it. Real Sick fire. Second round, Real Sick destroyed you. And I felt like it happened again. What's good? I mean, the card's good so far. I mean, I got Apex went defeating Thesaurus. I got Dunce defeating Bizobon, and I got Real Sick clearly beating Ill Will. And I don't know if this is one of those situations where maybe Ill Will's taking like too many battles at a rapid pace, and this is what's going on, because you just had battle Tay-Rock in your return battle on URL. Then you turn around and you're the replacement for Geechee Gotti on the King of the Dot tournament. And then we see you on, I want to say, T-Top's card on the no cut. Back to back to back. You know what I'm saying? So, like, don't be just, you know what I'm saying, taking battles and, you know, just be taking battles and shit like that, bro. We understand you back on URL. We understand you back in a different light, you know what I'm saying, than what you once was, because honestly, like, we really hadn't seen Ill Will kind of since like the easy battle to a certain degree. But it's just like, bro, for you to be able to deliver your material clean and not have these hiccups like you did last night, you got to be able to space these battles out better. You got, like, if you're going to set the battle, okay, that's cool, but you have to look at the timing. You got to space these out. Like, bro, you're not like the same Ill Will. Like, I know you feel like you've been doing this shit for a long time, and you do this and you're conditioned and all that, but it's just like, nah, bro, you can't be like, nah, bro. You're just now getting your shit back popping. The last thing you need to have is a battle where you're choking and stumbling. That is a fact. Bruh. Real Sick was killing them, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, we also have to start looking at Real Sick as one of the best. Now I want to say top, but he needs to be considered for being mentioned in the category as one of the top anglers. He does. Because the shit that he was saying to Ill Will last night was filthy. And I was just like, wow. Ill Will had moments. Ill Will was trying to fight back. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was trying to fight back, but it's just like, there's just certain things you can't overcome. And conditioning is one of them. You haven't battled in a minute. Your first battle back is against the Gun Bar King. And then now, instead of possibly passing on this battle and then just going to T-Top's joint, that would have been better spacing for you. You took this battle and then look what happened. I agree with all your predictions. I also had Jazz and Ward battle of the night, 2-1 either way. Man. BA, you see the prediction. See what Marcus said. I think everybody's kind of like in unison. Chat, you see what Marcus said? Like, I think that everybody's somewhat in unison. Real Sick clearly beat the shit out of Ill Will. Next battle. A Ward and Jazz the Rapper. Oh my God. When I say these two went nuclear, they went nuclear. Like, Jazz had her angles, her punches and schemes, talking about A Ward and how he didn't need URL and how he's building his name off, not going on URL, but now he's on URL and he's battling like this and like that. And you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Then A Ward is bombing on Jazz, talking about you never did nothing for female battle rap. You don't give nobody no shots. You know, only two female battlers you gave shots as far as up-and-comers was two women. Like, it got bad up there. It got bad. Now, me personally, I had A Ward 2-1. Debatable. I'm not mad if somebody said they got Jazz winning. I'm not mad. A Ward was also talking about how she don't really want to battle the females, how she preferred to battle the guys, because if she loses to a guy, she gets graded on the curve. It don't really have that much impact, and that's why she only really prefers to battle the guys. And, you know, she's very strategic. Like, A-Ward was up there talking. Tay, what's good? Tay, was you in the building last night? Was we in the building watching the battles last night, Tay? Huh? Let the people know, was you in the building last night watching the battles? Didn't have to worry about no weird shit or nothing like that. We had a good time. Pause. That's a fact. But I mean, I thought, like, what did it for me was the rebuttaling. See, A-Ward's rebuttaling and freestyling, bro. Like, those are attributes that has to be mentioned because he executed it and he executes it well. Every time almost. Now, him and Av was a letdown, and the couple of other ones, we get that. But, man, Larry, the women not good enough for Jazz no more. Okay, I could understand you. I can understand you saying that, but that still doesn't negate A-Ward's, you know what I'm saying, angle, because he's talking about giving up and coming female battlers shots and putting them in light and putting female battle rap in light and stuff like that. So, like, to say, like, you might have a point in what you're saying, but at the end of the day, there is still females and up-and-coming females that she could battle that, you know what I'm saying, could, you know, help carry female battle rap and put them in a better light than what they're in. And that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. But I thought Jazz did well. I thought Jazz did very well. I thought A-Ward did well, too. The thing about A-Ward is like, yo, when you battling A-Ward, first of all, it don't matter if you go first or second. He's going to rebuttal regardless. And those matter. Those matter. She battled Shay Rack and she battled Shice Raw. Name me another up-and-coming female battler that she gave a shot to. It can't be Coffee. Coffee was already here. Vixen, that didn't happen. Official had a name. Like I just, like, I don't like she could, like, she battled RX. I mean, Perstavia's retiring. Like it's, but you know what I'm saying? That's a battle I'm pretty sure Perstavia would take. I'm pretty sure Perstavia would be like, yeah, hold on, I'll postpone retirement. Let me battle Jazz. Salute to Special K in the building. I see you, Queen. Salute to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you do for us. And you know what I'm saying? I definitely salute to everything you got going on. That is a fact. But Jazz versus Hope Trilly, I'm not mad at that. Perstavia, once again, I'm not mad at that. But once again, I thought Jazz did well. Had she had battled anyone else, it would have looked way different. But you're not battling anyone else. You're battling A-Ward. And yes, her angles were effective. And I felt like A-Ward's angles were very effective. And they resonated. You incorporate that with the bars and the schemes and the rebuttaling and the performance, it's, you can say 2-1 either way. But once again, I'm edging it towards A-Ward. I'm not going to argue with anyone who says, yeah, see, I wasn't even trying to go there, but I'm going to go there because Jazz definitely had a stumble. I don't want to call it a choke, but she definitely had a stumble in the first. That's a fact. That's a fact. The last time we seen some shit like that from Jazz was she battled Kenny. Huh? Salute the Big K. Wasn't a good look. Like, that's a good point. And once again, you have to take the points for that. You have to take the points for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at cleanliness. I weigh that just as heavy as everything else. Bars, all that shit. She did good in her second and the third. A Ward was better. I had Salmon 2-1 edge. Because Jazz was good, but she messed up in the first, and you know what I'm saying? So, but Jazz did good, but I feel like A Ward was better. A Ward is on this kind of like a little streak right now. Hey, A Ward's on like a little streak right now. Just a recap: Apex winner, Dunce winner, Real Sick winner, A Ward winner. These are my people who I felt like won the battles. Okay, that's it. That's just my opinion. I respect everybody else's opinion. These are just my opinions. You know what I'm saying? The next battle, Disaster and Sharon. This is actually the main event. You know what I'm saying? This is actually the main event. But they didn't go last. Not all main events, go last, but this was the main event. Sharon goes first, and he's bombing on Diz. Bombing on him. Talking filthy to Diz. All 3 rounds. Now, I don't know what the time limits were. I don't. But I do know that they both had long rounds. Pause. One longer than the other, though, which we're going to talk about. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Sharon was bombing on Diz out the gate. Out the gate. Now, there has to be, like, this is where, so I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to mess this up. It has to be said like this, so I'm going to say it like this. All right. I thought Sharon had a phenomenal first round. I thought he had a great first round. I thought that a lot of stuff that he said was somewhat kind of predictable. You know what I'm saying? But, that's kind of, you can kind of, if you've been in the culture long enough, you've been around long enough, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you can predict bars and shit like that. All right. Disaster goes, and that's exactly what he was, just a complete disaster. Just a complete disaster. Get him up out of here. I don't want to hear nothing from Disaster no more. I don't. You're up there saying a bunch of fucking nothing. Nothing. All you kept talking about for 3 rounds, in my opinion, was Sharon begging to battle you. That is it. That is it. Then you kind of touched on some like religion shit or whatever the case may be, but the real thing that you was really talking about was Sharon begging to battle you. If that's what you're gonna rap about, Diz, then don't even take the battle, because that's an easy outlet. That is no effort. You're not doing anything. You're up there rapping for fucking 15, 20 minutes, not saying nothing. That's why even Organic had to tell you, like, bro, we got another battle. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear Organic tell Diz, yo, we got another battle, you got to hurry up? Or am I bugging? Disaster, bro. Last night was not it, bro. Respectfully, last night was not it, bro. Like it was just too much. It was just too much. You was up there saying nothing. Like, you was just up there saying nothing, bro. Like, I don't know who's in your circle, but you got a bunch of yes men. Because They should have told you that shit wasn't it. They should have told you. They like, bro, like, I'm pretty sure you ran your bars by somebody, and I don't know if they just, like, you know, a yes man, or they might be just caught up in the Diz aura or whatever the case may be. But that shit was ass. That shit was Oprah's ass. That shit was terrible, son. Terrible. You did nothing good. You did nothing good. You had a little bit of shit sprinkled in here or there. But hell, a broke clock's right twice a day. So just by osmosis and mathematics, you should have had a couple hot bars in the time limit that you was rapping. God damn. ChatGTP could have crafted some better shit than that. That shit was I'm just listening to it, and a lot of that shit was cringeworthy. Cringeworthy. Oh, yeah, in the 3 Letterman interview, exactly. Sharon was talking about how Diz had to apologize because this is unprofessionalism at its highest, right? You know what I'm saying? Sharon's rapping, Diz is talking through his rounds, saying his bars with him. Like, what kind of corny shit is that? That's mad corny. Sharon wasn't doing that shit to you. He wasn't doing that shit to you. It's bad enough you up there rapping for 20 minutes, not saying nothing. And then when he goes, you want to talk through his rounds? Of course you owe that man an apology. The footage so bad it might not even come out. I don't even know how they're going to edit this up. Like, this shit is crazy. And everybody want to talk about Diz being in their Mount Rushmore. But I don't know. Like, has he done a lot for battle rap? Yeah. Battling different battlers in their different countries. You know what I'm saying? And that was another thing that Sharon was talking about. He said, you spending all this time battling these other battlers in these other countries, learn their language, and you getting your ass whooped over here in your own language. Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, you up there talking about Sharon's wife. Bro, Diz got his ass kicked. Diz, you sat up there and for 3 rounds, all we heard was Sharon begging for battles and you talking to Sharon begging for battles, religion, and you talking about his wife. That is it. That is it. That is it. You didn't do nothing else. You didn't do nothing else. You had no memorable moments. None. When Organic is telling you, bro, I got another battle, that means hurry the fuck up. Get this, because you killed the crowd. You killed the crowd. The last battle was Shotty Horror and Tay-Rock. You took all the energy out of the room. Nasty work. Sharon 30. I don't care how much he begged for the battle. He showed up. He fought. He kicked your ass. He talked about you in ways that you probably didn't even think and was bombing on you. Bombing on you. You went out like a sucker. That shit was crazy. No business taking the battle. None, Larry. Hold on, what BA say? No, hold on, what Marcus Price say? Hold on. Sometimes you could be known for being a great, and then when you try to overdo something, you kill your legacy, and that's what a lot of battle rappers are doing. That's chat. Tell me the last time y'all seen a good. Tell me the last time y'all seen a good Diz battle where you said, "Oh shit, Diz went crazy. I gotta watch that. I can't wait till that battle drop on YouTube. Let me know. Tell me the last Diz battle where he was great. No bullshit, no tomfoolery, none of that weird shit. Tell me. I can't name one. I'm talking about relevant, recent, within the last 3 years. Somebody name me one. This shit is terrible. This is terrible. You should apologize for Organic for the shit you did. And it was up there bigging up. It was Bishop Brigante Day. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you killed the whole everything. Bishop Brigante's son's up there. Trap House booming. Exactly. You can't. Nobody can. He ain't been good. The work has been stepped on. This ain't a Frank Lucas pack. This ain't Blue Magic. This shit's been stepped on so many times, we don't know what it is. Disaster, your ass is going to Pelican Bay. Your ass is going to Pelican Bay, okay? For what you did to Organic, you thought that it was okay to come up there with them 3 terrible rounds, rob the people, you want to bitch and moan and control the whole situation. Oh, yeah, we know what was going on. Sharon told the whole story to 3 Letterman. So the everything's out. You did all of that and produced nothing. No memorable moments whatsoever. Yo, you think you could do this to us? You think you can do this to me? No. Your ass is going to Pelican Bay. 23-hour lockdown. Huh? Shoe program. Jay. This is nasty work. Your ass is in Pelican Bay. We don't want to see you. Jake. I'm done. I always question how people could really put Diz on the Mount Rushmore. It would only be because of accolades. Smoke in New York was good, Brody. Did you watch the Kotd event, bro? How'd you call Disaster Sharon? Because we got it at 30, Sharon, because Disaster was not good, bro. And that's just what it is. Last battle. All right. Because I think the day 2 event has started with the beats and all that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I wild out. It needed to happen, though. So he needed to go. Sometimes people got to go to Pelican Bay, bro, and that's just what it is. He got to go. Caps is doing Caps things, man. You know what I'm saying? Caps is doing Caps things, man. Salute to Caps, you know what I'm saying? He missing out, bro. I really wish he would really take the time to really rock with us, you know what I'm saying, and really get into what Squadkast TV really do over here. But, you know, maybe our time will come at some point, you know what I'm saying? But salute to Caps. You know what I'm saying? He one of the forefathers. He one of the godfathers of this shit. So salute to Caps. Last battle. Tay Rock and Shotty Horror. Shotty. Huh? Shotty, mate. You came to rap, mate. Huh? You came to rap. You rap well, mate. In my opinion, let's talk about it. So Shotty Horror. First of all, I think it's funny that there's no coin flips. They're doing rock, paper, scissors before every battle to see who's gonna, go first and all that. I thought it was pretty funny. No, Caps already did his recap. You know what I'm saying? He talked about this, but he didn't wild out on him like I thought he was gonna wild out on him. You know what I'm saying? I wild out on him way more than what Caps did, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? But they haven't even done the intro. They haven't done rock, paper, scissors, and none of that. They get lined up in front of each other. Shotty Horror is trying to rap out the gate. Out the gate. You know what I'm saying? So Organic's like, hold on. We gotta do an intro and do this. He said, hold on, mate. The people been waiting too long for this, mate. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? He's ready to go. They get through the intros and all that shit. Shotty Horror's rapping. And I ain't gonna hold you. Shotty was fire. Shotty was fire. Shotty had some fire rock flips. Rocky flip. He had some Dracula flips. Third round, a whole third, I don't say a whole third round, but his third round was damn near mostly full of fire wrestling bars, since Tay-Rock does the wrestling bars, which Tay-Rock did. But in Shotty Horror's first round, I thought he did well. I thought he rapped well. I thought he did good. I was like, oh shit. Rock, you might be in trouble. You really might be in trouble, because the crowd did pick up the energy a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, Shotty's getting reaction, well-deserved. Fire bars, fire material. You know what I'm saying? I know that some people will say that Shotty Horror's delivery is an issue for them, and that at times they felt like they couldn't hear what he was saying or whatever the case may be, but I heard everything he was saying. So it wasn't the delivery. If you've been in battle rap long enough, you know what I'm saying, you know how Shotty Horror raps. So delivery ain't nothing you should, because you're used to that. You know what I'm saying? I heard everything he said, and he was up there bombing on Rock. He was wilding on Rock. Respectfully, he was. You know what I'm saying? Rock starts off his round. He's all rapping fast and shit. I'm like, is he tired? Is he just trying to get the battle over with because he's frustrated about rapping last or something like that? Like, it kind of reminded me of how he was rapping fast when he started out rapping versus Rum Nitty. You know what I'm saying? Where Rum Nitty, when Rock was accused of sounding like Surf. I'm not talking about how he sounded. I'm just talking about at the rapid pace of his battle, of his round. I think by the time Rock's first round was done, I think he knew that he was down 1-0. I had Shotty Horror round one. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you know, I ain't got no problems with people's gun titles all day. You know, Rock has great delivery, but it just wasn't there in that first round. He wasn't. I don't know if, you know, in a boxing match, you kind of, jab your way just to kind of see what your opponent was going to do. Well, he couldn't really do that because Shotty Horror went first and he was bombing on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't, like, I don't know. But I had Rock down 1-0. I had Shotty Horror 1-0. Shotty Horror goes in the second round, and he's just relentless. And, like, bro, Shotty Horror, like, he has to be mentioned a lot more as far as, like, being one of the dope ones in battle rap. Like, I don't think he really gets the credit he deserves. Dead ass. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. I will say that Rock definitely turned it up in the second round. Second round, Rock had to because you was down 1-0. And Shotty Horror just had another dope second round. So Rock was up there wilding. You know what I'm saying? He was up there wilding. You know what I'm saying? The crowd was alive, and you know what I'm saying? It was okay. It was Rock's like, oh, I really got to rap. I really got to turn up. Hell yeah, you do. You just got bombed on in the first round. And again in the second round. It was out there looking like Iran and shit out there. Respectfully. So Rock turned it up, and I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I edged Rock the second round. Edged, because Shotty Horror was that good. Shotty Horror was that good. Shotty Horror was that good in his second round. Not just in his first, but in his second too. So it's 1-1 going to the third. Shotty Horror's bombing on Rock again. And mind you, in Rock's second round is where he had the wrestling bars. So it was kind of like, okay, Rock, you doing the wrestling bars, but I got wrestling bars. I'm going to show you how to do this shit. And I'm going to show you how to do it my way. And them joints was landing. Them joints was landing. Them joints was landing. So like, fire third round by Shotty Horror, then you come with Tay-Rock, and Tay-Rock, I felt like, one, he cut his third round a little short, because I knew that, one, he felt like he probably was tired. The last battle, I've said all I could really say. I think that the people's going to call the battle how they're going to call it. And then he ended it with a slogan, you know what I'm saying? Battle rap ain't a job. This shit is fun to me. The gun is the only thing to get the job done for me. You know what I'm saying? He ended it with a slogan. And I came away like, damn, he just let Shotty Horror get away with the third? I had Shotty Horror 2-1. First and third. Edged Rock the second round. Edged. Rock was in there like, he really was in there fighting for his life. I ain't gonna hold you. And I'm not even a real big Shotty Horror fan like that. I ain't even a Shotty Horror fan like that. But he was up there fighting for his life. He lucky he did what he did in that second round, because it could have got bad for him. He might have got 30. Tay, this is when you said you missed some of the battle, or you missed this battle. I mean, you was talking earlier and shit like that. He could have got 30. But this wouldn't be the first time. I mean, Chef Trez damn near 30 them. Jazz the Rapper 30 them. Miss Hustle damn near 30 them. Like, this wouldn't be the first time. Ill Will damn near just 30 them. I had Ill Will 2-1, but shit, a lot of people was like, shit, what rounds Rock win? What you want me to say? I'm not mad at that, Larry. I'm not mad at that. So I'm just saying that Rock lost last night. Rock lost last night. And I was one that said that he could lose. I said that he could lose. And that's what happened. So Apex, Dunce, Real Sick, A Ward, Shotty Horror, Sharon. Those are my winners. All right. Those are my winners. That is my day one recap. Day two has officially started. Hey, Tay, the stream. If you know, you know. All right. I see you in the building. Okay. Day two has officially started. The On Beat Johns, you know what I'm saying? So, which is right on time. Right on time. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we definitely lit, Tay. We definitely lit. We definitely lit. I'm going to see you in the building. You feel me? So, We appreciate everybody tuning in. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Share the broadcast. Salute to the chat. Y'all have been amazing as always. Salute to the subscribers that we do got. Salute to everybody that's a member. Once again, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate everybody. Be looking out for day 2 recap. Okay? Be looking out for day 2 recap. That is a fact. You know what I'm saying? That is a fact. The battle pass is definitely in full effect. So with that being said, salute to y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I'm up out of here.